Hello, artists. My name is Mickey, and I am an art teacher at Kimberly High School, and I'm here to draw with you again. Today, we're going to be drawing this cute dog picture. Hopefully you like it. And it's really pretty easy to do. And all you're going to need is maybe a marker and some crayons. You could use colored pencils or watercolor paints or anything you have, markers to color your dog. But I just want you to follow along with me. Do your best. And, every dog is different, right? Just like every person is different. So if your dog doesn't look exactly like mine, it's okay. You can make your own dog. So follow along with me and let's have some fun making art. I'm gonna turn this toward my paper. All right. I think that looks pretty good. Excellent. So first thing that I would like you to do is we're going to start with the dog's top of his head. And we're going to make it kind of like a curvy V, like that. So go ahead and start like that. Then we're going to make it almost like a puffy letter M. We're going to curve it over and scoop up. Curve it over and scoop up. Actually, I'm going to scoop all the way up to there. So it almost looks like the start of a puffy letter M, except for we're not going to do the V in the center. Instead, we're going to put a big horseshoe shape there. So in the center, I'm going to kind of scoop it down like that and scoop it back up like that. Now, I don't want this to be too difficult, so we're going to make the body kind of plain. First thing I want us to do is to put a little collar on our dog. And then the body, we're just going to kind of go straight down like this. And that's all we're gonna do. So the body part's really super easy, right? Awesome. So once we have that done, then the first thing we're gonna do is add the nose. And that is going to be kind of like an upside down triangle. I say it always looks like a guitar pick. If any of you have ever seen a guitar pick, could kind of make it shaped like that. Then we're going to make the eyes. Now the eyes in this dog, and I'll kind of put him up here just so you can see, they're almost shaped like watermelon seeds, aren't they? So I'm going to put those up kind of even with where the ears and the head join. I'm going to do one watermelon seed and another watermelon seed, like that. And I'm going to give my dog some goofy looking eyebrows. Now you could do all sorts of styles of eyebrows if you want. You could make them curvy or tilted in different ways. I'm going to make mine kind of tilt upward like this. But you get to do whatever style you want. Now, one thing I like to do anytime I draw a person or an animal is give them a little shine in their eye to show that they have life. So I'm going to draw in the little shine marks in the eyes. And if you want, you could even put like a little shine mark on the nose too, if you want. Now, what we're going to do with the background of this dog is we're going to put a bunch of kind of curlicues and hearts. So when I make a curlicue, I start in the middle and I go around and around, coming out from the middle. So I'm going to do a few of those here and there. And sometimes I'm going to go to the right and sometimes I'm going to go to the left. So if you want, you can switch the directions of your curly cues to make them more interesting. Just have some variety. Now I'm going kind of fast, aren't I? But here's the good news. Since this is a video, you can hit pause anytime you want throughout the video so that you can catch up with me. Actually, it'd be a great idea to hit pause a lot during the video. That way you can take your time and do a really good job. I'm going to add some hearts in between because, if you love dogs, you might want to add hearts. You could add stars too, by the way. You could add anything you want. You could add polka dots. Make it fun, right? We want to have a fun drawing. I'm trying to have my hearts be facing in all different directions also. There's a few more. All right. Just to jazz up that background, make it a little more interesting. I think I'll add one more curly cue here too. Maybe I could add another little curly cue here. I can make big curly cues and small curly cues. Whatever style you would like. How'd you do? Did your drawing go pretty well? I hope so. So next we're going to talk about coloring it. And this time, I know last time in my video I talked about layering and blending magic markers and colored pencils. Well, this time I'm going to be using crayons. And believe it or not, you can layer and blend crayons too. If you color pretty dark with a crayon, you can even take a paper towel and rub it and blend it a little. That is because crayons are made out of wax, just like colored pencils. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, on my demonstration, I'm going to use the same colors that I used on this dog. And that is kind of a yellowish brown and a darker brown, and I made a blue collar and pink hearts. But you get to make your dog any color you want. You could have white with black polka dots or spots. Dogs don't really have polka dots, right? Except for if they're a Dalmatian, then they could. We could have part of the ears have spots. Anything you want. I mean, you could even have like a black spot around one eye of the dog. You get to be the artist and be creative and make your dog look just how you want. So we're going to talk about layering crayons to make our dog look super cool. So I'm going to start with just my yellowish, brownish color. And the good thing about crayons is you can cover a lot of area quickly, can't ya? So I'm just coloring, trying to be neat and stay in the lines. It's always good to go back and forth many times in each area because we want to cover our paper with a lot of wax, which is what comes off of our crayons. So I'm going back and forth in each area really a lot. Now I won't color this whole dog because I don't want you to get bored from watching me color, but I'm going to get half of his face colored in here. I just want to show you about the layering and how cool that can be. All right, so I have a lot of wax on my paper right now. Now I'm going to switch to a darker brown crayon, and I think that maybe I'll add a little darker brown kind of around this area. So I'm just rubbing more wax right over my light tan color. And maybe I'm not going to do it everywhere. Maybe I'm only going to do it around the bottom of the ears, like that. Maybe a little bit between the eyes too. Okay. Then I'm going to come back with my tan color again. And I'm going to layer some of that over my darker brown. And it's kind of cool because they're smoothing each other out a little and starting to look even neater. And if I want, I could even try blending. It doesn't blend that well because it's crayon. But if I keep adding layers of wax, it'll blend better and better. Now, another thing I want you to know about is if you happen to have a white crayon at your house, that can be super helpful because it can work as a blender. So I'm taking white and now I'm going to rub white. Oops, I broke my crayon. I pushed too hard. And I can just really rub over it a lot. And look at how that is smoothing it and blending it out. Kind of cool, huh? I can also do this with maybe yellow. Lighter colors work better for blending wax. So I'm doing more and more layers. Maybe I'll even do bright yellow. So I'm just doing lots and lots of layers of wax. You get the idea. With the collar, what I did on my original is first I colored the whole collar with light blue crayon. And then I got out a dark blue crayon and I blended and layered some dark blue over it and some more light blue. And then good old white again. Just to keep blending it. And yes, I do push down kind of hard. That's why I broke that crayon easily, but that's okay. So we would keep coloring it and making it look super good. And then all I did is I went and added some pink to the hearts just to make that look good. And you'll notice that I placed my darker brown underneath the ears and around the snout of the dog, and then also on one side of the body. So it looks like there's maybe some sunshine shining on the dog. So that'll make it look more professional and really good. And then I took black and I colored in the eyebrows and the eyes and the nose. And you could do that with your marker or a black crayon, whatever you prefer. So I will give a picture of this to the nice people at Fox Crossing Park and Rec. And when you get done drawing your picture, if you're really proud of it and you think it's great, I'd love to see your artwork. I love seeing kids' artwork. Feel free to send them a picture of your drawing so that I can check it out, because I just think that'd be really neat. So hopefully you enjoy drawing this dog and you make it your own style and, you know, like I said, add spots and things, make it look super cool. And I hope that you have a wonderful day and get outside and enjoy some of the sunshine and keep making art. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.